Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope your day and your weekend are going very well so far. We've got some more college football bowl action going on today, and you know what that means? I've got some more college football picks to go ahead and share with you guys. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. With a new day comes some new opportunities to go ahead and make some money. I have 5 picks to go and share with you guys in today's college football slate. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. This is actually my second time recording the same exact video. The first time we recorded, we had some audio problems, so I didn't want to post a video where you could barely hear me. The downside is, unfortunately, I don't have the time to record the full video all over again, so we're going to kind of fly through the picks here, give you the picks, maybe talk about the stats very quickly. I do apologize for the rushed nature of this video. I just want to make sure I get the picks out to you guys. I didn't want to not post a video. But just in case you're curious as to why the video is formatted the way it is, why I'm maybe talking a little bit faster, why I'm not spending too much time on each pick, that's the reason why. I just don't have the time. I have to go ahead and rush now. The fact that I already recorded this video all the way through once, you know, as I'm in the editing process, I saw the audio wasn't working, had to go back in and re-record the same stuff over again. But real quick, guys, we'll go ahead and recap last night's game before we dive into today's picks. And overall, guys, we can't go ahead and celebrate the wins if we don't go ahead and highlight the losses as well. We went 2-5 last night, not a very good night. We had a couple of totals to kind of save the day, but overall, just a bad performance. We misread a lot of those games. But the beautiful thing about life is if you're fortunate enough, you get the opportunity to wake up the next day and try again. So 2-5 last night. We're now 84, 87-3 on the season. Again, not a very good record, but, you know, we had a bad day yesterday. Overall, not a bad record on the season. Not a good record last night. Let me go ahead and clarify that. Bad record last night. Okay record on the year. We can definitely do better than 84, 87-3. We're going to finish the season over 500. That's a Kilimos guarantee. But yeah, I think we can do a lot better than we did last night, guys. Let's go ahead and prove them. Let's go ahead and jump into today's picks. All right, guys, going through the games, we have 5 picks in today's slate. The first one is Boston College, Nebraska. We're going Boston College on the spread +4. Look, I bet on the Nebraska Cornhuskers a lot this season, and it hasn't really paid off for me. Nebraska is certainly not a bad team, but I bet on them a few times this year and I paid the price for it. Boston College, on the other hand, has had a really solid season, 67% cover rate overall this year. They've covered the spread in 5 consecutive games coming into this bowl game with Nebraska. I think this game's going to be close. I think it's going to be low scoring. I think it's going to be a tight game, which reads well for the spread. Again, I'm not necessarily Boston College will pull the upset and beat Nebraska, but they should keep this game very close. It feels like a coin flip type of game for me, so I like Boston College on the spread +4. Following that up, we have Iowa State, Miami. We're doing the over 58.5 in this game. 2 really, really solid offenses against 2 kind of subpar defenses. I wouldn't say neither defense is horrible, but neither defense I would necessarily say are elite either. Miami, one of the best passing attacks in college football. They're also a pretty decent running team. Iowa State's rushing defense is not very good. And on the flip side, Iowa State should have some success throwing the football against this Miami defense. Like I said, guys, I do apologize for the rush nature of today's video. If you are still watching at this point, please comment bounce back. This isn't normally how the videos go, but I had to make sure I get these picks out to you guys in time. So comment bounce back if you are still watching at this point in today's video. Our third pick up here, we got East Carolina, North Carolina State. We're going East Carolina +7. This is the battle of wills for me. North Carolina State, a lot of changes between opt-outs, injuries, transfer portals, and they lose their defensive coordinator, Tony Gibson, who's one of the best defensive play callers in college football. I think that loss of their defensive coordinator will really hurt NC State. I know defensively, on a number standpoint, they haven't marked very well this year, but he's a very important piece of this team. Without him, I just don't trust NC State in this spot. East Carolina, they are the opposite. Blake Harrell is now the full-time head coach, getting promoted from the interim tag. I think East Carolina moneyline is not a bad little sprinkle play here, but I think East Carolina will definitely be the more motivated team in this spot. And then wrapping things up, guys, we have 2 picks from the Colorado BYU game. We're going with the under 55.5 in this spot. We also go in Colorado -3. If we flip back over here to the outlier data sheet here, we'll go back to this spot. One of the key reasons why I like the under in this spot is although these are 2 really solid offenses, both defenses match up pretty well against the strength of the opposing offense. That might sound a little bit jumbled. Let me explain and clarify here. So, for example, Colorado defensively, their strength is in the passing game, right? 44th in passing yards allowed. Where's BYU's strength offensively? Passing yards, tied for 59th in passing yards per game this season, averaging just shy of 234 yards per game. So where BYU is strong offensively, Colorado is also strong defensively. They kind of balance each other out. And on the flip side of this, where Colorado is strong offensively, also their passing game, 4th in passing yards allowed. BYU tied for 18th in passing yards allowed. So they're both really good passing teams, but they also both have really good passing defenses. I expect those to kind of even out and keep the game a little on the scoring side. Neither team are really all that good at running the football, although both run defenses are pretty bad. Although BYU, I mean, they are top 50, so I wouldn't call it bad rushing defense. Colorado, too. I mean, they're tied for or they're 68th. Again, not very good, but not the worst. I think these are two top 35 defenses in college football. They should be able to keep their opponents lower scored. 55.5 is a pretty high line in this spot. I do like Colorado on the spread as well. I just think Colorado is the more battle-tested team. They also have Travis Hunter, Stuart Sanders, who didn't opt out of this game. They are playing in the game, which is obviously a big deal here. It's one of the big reasons why I'm riding with Colorado. Now, how much they're going to play, how hard they're going to play, knowing they're both going to be top 3 picks potentially in the NFL draft, that remains to be seen. It's kind of the wild card play of these bowl games, right? You don't know how hard teams are going to be playing. Even if their guys do play, how hard they're going to be motivated to play. I'm just going to rock with Colorado here because I do think they are the slightly better team. This feels like another coin flip game to me, but I would ride with Colorado, especially because of the fact that they do have their superstars playing in this spot. Again, how hard they're going to play, we will obviously wait and find out tonight, but I do like Colorado on the spread -3 and the under 55.5. So yeah, guys, that is it for me today. Again, I really do apologize for the really short video and the way I went about doing this. Again, most of the time I spend at least 2 to 3 minutes on each pick. Today, we really had to fly through because I just didn't have time to re-record the whole long video, guys. But I do appreciate those who did watch, who are riding, or if you're fading, whatever the case may be. You can obviously always watch my videos. We always have college football picks throughout the bowl season, throughout playoff season. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. We'll be back next week. We got some really good bowl games. We got the college football playoff quarterfinals coming up. A lot of great college football still to come, guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're back here next week for some more college football picks. And next week, I promise, we'll go a little bit more in depth and spend a little more time on each pick, on the data and whatnot, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you back here next week. Until then, hope you're all winners. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy the college football bowl weekend and all the good games we got coming our way.